that threat was found to be credible. The individual involved in that threat was taken into custody.
News 5 watching out for you. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office taking action after Widefield High School officials were warned of a possible threat against the school. The student now charged with inciting destruction of life or property, which is a felony. The Sheriff's Office learned of the threat only because another student came forward. Only on News 5, that student and her mom speaking with News 5's Laura Wilson. Laura.
Well, Elizabeth, initially 17-year-old Jay Whitfield was afraid to say anything to school officials. It wasn't until she went to a mental health educational event on Tuesday night that she gained the courage to turn the student in the very next day. She tells me about a week ago, she noticed her classmate's notebook was open, and in it were revised plans of a school shooting he was planning at Widefield High School. Whitfield wasn't sure if it was a joke or not and chose not to say anything at the time. Then this week, she went to an event called Healing Our Youth, where she learned about the early signs of mental illness in teenagers. It was then that Whitfield felt the student in question may actually hurt someone. She says deciding to come forward the next morning was a little scary, but also the right thing to do.
I think that sometimes kids are afraid. They don't know, especially like today. Judgment is a big thing. Like, what are people going to think of me if I'm a snitch? People aren't going to like it, but at the end of the day, you could be saving lives.
I think as parents, we feel the need to be the source of all the information for our children. And I have been a professional in mental health for the past 6 years, and yet it was still someone else's message that gave her the courage.
And that program that Whitfield and her mother went to this week has upcoming events right here in Southern Colorado. You can visit our website for all the information at KOAA.com. Just click on this story. Always watching out for you, Widefield. Laura Wilson, News 5.
All right.